about?
We're playing good cop, bad cop today.
Yes, we are. That's what we are in real life.
I'm so nervous all of a sudden.
What do you mean you just got nervous? It's because you haven't seen me in a long time.
I haven't seen you. I got nervous about that, and I just don't leave the house a lot.
Yeah, I don't either. This is the only thing I do. I get nervous when I do other things too. But I'm glad to see you.
I'm happy to see you.
The last time I was looking at my texts, you know how sometimes you just go back and see who's on your text? And it was like, I think it was the 2 Emmys ago, we were texting.
About tacos?
About you were going to wear a sombrero to the red carpet. And I said, will you wear it? And you said, you'll have to see. And you did not wear it.
I didn't wear it, but actually I texted you a bunch of times about 4 or 5 months ago.
I didn't get it.
And I thought, God, are we not friends anymore? And I just a little like, okay, so let me know. Like those kind of texts and a little smiley emoji. Crickets.
I don't have that number anymore.
That's what I found out.
Yep. What did you say to whoever has my old number?
Nothing that they were interested in, I guess.
Did they know it was you? Did you say it's Julia?
No.
Okay. Because you have to be cryptic sometimes when you because we all change our phones a lot. I
have had the same phone number for maybe 20 years.
Really?
Right?
And so you're America's sweetheart, I'm America's sweetheart, and just what we have in common. And we're both now members of Taylor Swift's squad.
Is it official?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, when you're on stage with her.
Oh my God.
No, look at that. You're dancing with Joan Baez like it's, what's going on? I didn't do that.
Wow. Okay, I've never seen this. I don't think that should actually be viewed.
Well.
That's so shocking.
Yeah. You really dressed up for that appearance, didn't you? Like, I actually. Yeah. I actually dressed up.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks. I knew what she was wearing, and I surprised her. She had no idea. Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that a long walk, though, when you're out there and you have to walk that long?
Okay. Honestly, that is hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
The tights.
It was
You
fun.
took it all the way.
Yeah. Well, it was supposed to be a dress, but I'm not going to do that. But
I will say this about my outfit is that I had about 5 minutes notice that I was going on stage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
So I didn't dress for 50,000 people.
No.
I smelled nice, and that was the whole point of, but she's so sweet. And Joan Baez, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. So your kids must think you're very cool that you're on stage with Taylor Swift.
Yes, and I will say this, when she very sweetly asked if I would go on stage, my oldest son said, because I, of course, just went like, and my oldest son said, Mommy, you have to do it. And my youngest son said, Mommy, only do it if you feel comfortable.
That's adorable.
Isn't it sweet?
Yes, that's so sweet. How old is the youngest son?
8.
Oh, that's so sweet that he said that. And then you have twins that are
11.
11. Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And so do they like that kind of music? Do they like rap music also?
My oldest son likes rap music. They all love Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
She is just #1 in our house.
Right.
And that was their first concert ever. It was so fun. We took a bunch of friends and we had a great time, and music is a big part of our household.
Yeah, I know, and you love Dave Matthews. And yes. And what grade are the kids in?
Just finishing 5th grade and just finishing 3rd grade.
Wow. Now, here's the thing with kids is they come home with homework. And at
Sadly,
5th grade.
they do.
Yes. Do you know what the homework is? Can you look at it and go, I can help you?
I can call out your spelling words for you. But I can't do the math.
The math seems like it just gets harder and harder.
Well, first of all, I think we should start an Ellen-sponsored campaign to abolish homework because...
Why?
Well, because everybody listens to you.
Oh, I see. They're not
If it was my campaign,
they'd
just be like, 8 hours of school, I think, we're good.
That's plenty.
Right?
Yeah.
And then to come home to 2 hours of homework, and my kids are good sports about it, but it's challenging. I want them back. I want to just kind of hang out.
Right, and you don't want to help them, is what you're saying. That's mainly it. It's you just don't want. Yeah.
Well, there's that TV show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Yes.
Right? And I thought, well, that's the dumbest show ever. I mean, who's not smarter than a fifth grader? Now that I have 2 fifth graders,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah. No, I know. I think that's why the show was it surprised all of us. I think they took it off the air because we were all so humiliated. I think that's why. So in the movie, you play a host of a HSN show, and so we're going to play a game. It's called Pitch Please. Please. You just stand right back behind here. And I am going to show the audience what you're selling. Right here. No, you're not going to see it.
I think I'm here.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I see a toe mark.
Okay.
Trained professional.
All right. I am
So
gonna
far.
Yeah, so far. All right. And then I'm going to ask you questions. And what you're going to do is you're going to describe what this is and why people should own it, buy it.
Even though I don't know what this is.
No, you don't.
Okay.
All right. Just tell us about the product and tell us why everybody should have it.
Well, I think everyone should have one of these. It is versatile. It is hypoallergenic. It comes in a variety of sizes. And Mother's Day is around the corner.
That is true. When you think about Mother's Day, this is what you have to think about. And would it be something when you say Mother's Day, would you use it every day or just like on special occasions?
Not every day, but it doesn't have to be saved for special occasions. I think, a regular use would be recommended.
What ages? What ages? All ages or?
No. I think the demographic for this hypoallergenic versatile gift would be 30 to 50.
30 to 50. Okay. All right. What celebrities if you think of a celebrity what celebrity do you think you'd want to give this to as a gift?
Well, definitely Jennifer Aniston. And if we expand the age from 30 to 50 more, then George Clooney.
George Clooney
Would like one, probably. Maybe Kate Hudson.
And you have this, obviously.
Oh, I don't want to brag, but I have a couple.
A couple. A lot. More than a couple?
7.
Right. Okay. And when you wear it, what does it make you feel like?
Really empowered and just ready for any kind of challenge. I feel part of things like I do now. I don't feel in any way isolated.
Your favorite activity to do when you have it on?
Well, sometimes if the weather's nice, tennis. But, really just around the house, maybe cooking or, I don't know, watching a movie with my husband.
Okay. All right. Let's see what you've just sold. Please come around.
Oh my God!
Thank you. Wonderful welcome.
I like that you were vacuuming our hallway.
Yes, well, what else would Mary Poppins be doing,
Had you dusted in there earlier also?
Yes, I had. I
Great.
nearly brought the dustpan and brush out, but I thought, no.
All right, well, during commercial break or something.
Maybe.
And I actually thought you were wearing the pink jacket to show me off.
I wondered if you wanted to borrow it.
Yeah, I
but-
might.
Yeah, okay.
Because I was looking for a little more color. So thank you for being here.
I'm thrilled to be here.
And that brings back so many memories. That was such an important film, I think, and I watched everybody sing along. What was it like working with all those kids?
It was great. Everybody thinks, oh my God, 7 kids, but they were terrific. The littlest one was probably the most difficult for me because she was just a tad heavy in those days. She's now this gorgeous-looking Monroe-esque young lady, but...
do you still see them? Do you know where they are?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
We see each other at Christmases and at, when we get together again every 10 years or so, and we send each other Christmas cards.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, you've been for how long have you been in the business?
Oh, Ellen, I think...
I mean, you started young.
I started very young. My stepfather discovered that I had this freak singing voice, about 4 octaves. It was so high and so strong, and dogs would come for miles around, when I went up to those high notes. And about 12, I made my debut in London, and then I was touring with my parents, who were in vaudeville, all through my teens, and happily and most luckily came to this wonderful country.
Wow. And so when you were 12, does that help you not have stage fright because you're so young and innocent?
Yeah, you don't think about it.
You
I have more stage fright now
Uh-huh.
than I ever had then, because one has nothing to lose in those early
Right.
days. Well,
And
you probably know.
You don't overanalyze it. I think when we're adults, you start worrying about judgment. When you're a kid, you don't think about it.
No, you just do. Yeah. Yeah.
And how did you get your first? The first film was Mary Poppins.
First film was Mary Poppins, and I had been on Broadway in My Fair Lady and Camelot, and of all people, Walt Disney came backstage. He came to see Camelot with the wondrous Richard Burton, and he came backstage, and I thought he was just paying a visit, but he came back and said, would I be interested in coming out to Burbank to see the designs and to hear the songs that he had for this new movie that he was thinking of called Mary Poppins. And I said, Mr. Disney, I'm so sorry to tell you, but I'm pregnant. And he said, honestly, he said, that's okay, we'll wait.
Wow.
And so he waited, and I most happily said yes to Mary Poppins.
And now, did you received an Oscar for that role? Is that right?
Yes, I did, yeah.
That's amazing. Your first film.
Very lucky.
Now, you know how they're remaking everything now. It seems like there's no new ideas, so they're just making old TV shows
I've noticed
and old
that,
things.
yeah.
And who do you see if they would make Sound of Music again or Mary Poppins? Who do you see in that role?
Oh my, lots of talent out there, huge talent. Lots of
like
young
who?
Well, got any ideas, Ellen?
I'm just was wanted, what. Oh, what's that back there? I just had these around the house, so,
Let's have a look.
yeah, and then just one, one more, that's,
I will. No, I will, if you're interested, I'll definitely mention it next time I'm asked.
yeah. I mean,
You could do it in your spare time, right?
Yes, like on weekends or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Because
That's adorable.
Yeah.
You have to let me have that
You can
one.
have all of them.
Oh, thank you.
You can have all of them. So
Okay,
it
then I'll
reminds you.
sort of shuffle them out and pass them around.
Oh, no, I
Right.
made flyers for you. All right, we have to take a commercial. We'll be right back with Julie Andrews right after
Okay.
this. We're back with Julie Andrews. Now, I haven't seen you for a while, but how many grandkids do you have now?
I have 7 grandchildren.
7?
Yeah.
What ages?
They range from 13 years to very, very, very tiny.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they understand how famous their grandmother is? Or?
Well, not the really little ones. No, there's a sweet story about my middle daughter, Emma, with whom I write. She has a little son, and when he was 3, little Sam, she didn't want to show him Mary Poppins because she thought she'd wait till she could explain properly. But of course, he went to a birthday party, and they happened as a treat to be showing Mary Poppins. So she went to pick him up, and he was standing in front of the television set like this, and looking terribly puzzled. And she knelt beside him, and she said, "Do you think you know who that lady is?" And he went, "Yes." And she said, "Is it somebody very close to us?" "Yes." "And is it someone in the family?" "Oh," and she said, "Is it maybe Granny Jules?" And he went, "Oh, yes!" That's so dear. And I, of course, the next day I really went much higher, I think.
Yeah. And what about all the books? Now, you've been writing, how long have you been writing children's books?
I think about 30 years now,
Really?
maybe a little more.
Wow.
Yeah, and now my daughter, the mother of Sam, we have a publishing imprint which is called the Julie Andrews Collection, and a lot of books, and I'm so thrilled and I'm so enjoying it.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. And do they love them? Do you test them out on your grandkids?
Yeah, I certainly do. Well,
Yeah.
this new one, which is just out for this Christmas, was...
Dumpy's Happy Holiday.
Yep, that was inspired by Sam, the famous Sam. And it's adorable. We're hoping that this one's going to do well. It's selling out like hotcakes in the shops.
I highly recommend you write one about vacuum cleaners because they
Dumpy's special vacuum
Yes,
cleaner.
exactly.
Right.
Maybe he has a pal, he meets up with a vacuum cleaner and they
It's
go
not
around.
a bad idea.
Think
Ellen.
about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but I'll take a little piece of it. All right, well, everybody, today you're on a good day. Everybody's getting a copy of Dumpy's Happy Holiday, as well as the 40th anniversary of The Sound of Music on DVD. And also, you were kind enough, you brought extra copies for our Toys for Tots drive, which is a great, whatever you can give. I keep urging you, toys and books, they would love that.
Yeah,
so
especially books. my
thank you
God.
for bringing more for Toys for Tots. I
It's a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
I'm
Thank
happy
you,
to do
Julie.
it, Ellen.
Hi, Julia and Julia.
It's a Julia sandwich.
Yes, it is.
Well,
Actually, it's an Ellen sandwich.
Actually, technically, it's an Ellen set.
yes,
Yeah,
it's Julia- we're
Julia
bread.
bread.
Julia bread,
You'd
yes.
be the bread.
Okay.
It's Julia
Yeah.
bread. All right.
It's a tale of two Julias.
Yeah, it's a tale of two Julias.
Yeah. Or Julia and Julia. Remember that movie?
Yeah, remember that?
Was it Julia and Julia?
I don't know. What was it? Does anybody remember? Or maybe it was just Julia.
And Julia.
No, it was
It
Julia,
was Julia and Julia?
No, not that one.
Let's say Julia as many times as we can until it doesn't sound like a word anymore.
No, what was that movie? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Julia?
Forget it.
I don't know, but I said Julia and Julia earlier, and it sounded like something that should happen. So maybe today we form...
It's happening.
Let's make a movie together, the two of
Done.
you. Okay?
When do we start shooting?
Now. We're
Now?
shooting.
Oh, we are
have-
shooting.
Yeah, we
Oh,
are
this is
shooting.
the movie.
This
Okay.
is it.
Ugh. I don't think it's going well
No,
so
it's
far.
going to be very, very good.
Okay.
So Julia and I
Yes?
scared Julia when she came into her dressing room today because I love scaring people. I scared her last time.
Scared me bad.
Bad, real bad. So we waited for Julia.
To come in with no makeup, I might point out.
Well,
But you look fabulous then.
great.
You look fabulous now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what?
you look...
It's variations on a theme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
You're
The
pretty
theme
on
is
top of pretty.
Screw me. All
Yeah.
right, watch.
Let's watch. What are you scared of? You! What are you talking about? Like...
That was fun.
Just some girls hanging out in the toilet.
Right. Hey, congratulations on the Golden Globe nominations.
Thank
and,
you.
The TV Hall of Fame, too.
Yeah, that's wild, isn't it?
Yes.
And congrats to you on Golden
Has that ever
Globes.
happened? Thank you.
What?
Like a television and a movie
At the same time.
nomination?
I think it's happened twice,
To who?
as I understand it. I believe to Judi Dench and to Helen Mirren, I think.
Nice company, lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
Congratulations.
nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Two amazing performances, hilarious on Veep, and also enough said. What a great movie! If you haven't seen this movie, it is so. Isn't
It's
it
so good.
Oh,
It's so
thanks,
Did you read
guys.
what I wrote about you? In
No.
Variety or Hollywood Reporter. I
You
wrote
didn't-
some nice things about you.
You did not.
And in the bathroom, I wrote some nice things about you too.
Thank you for writing something
it's
nice.
Such a great movie, and your
Oh.
performance it's just beautiful.
Oh, that's so nice
It's
of you to say.
beautiful.
Thank you very, very,
Yeah.
very much.
It's
I really,
fantastic.
really appreciate it.
And it's James Gandolfini, so that must be, bittersweet that it's
It
getting
is
this
bittersweet.
success.
Yeah, I wish. I'm still very surprised that he's not right here right now. But and in fact, it's sort of hard to believe. But the truth is, I think that his performance in this film is so remarkable, and of course, it's devastating that he's not here. But on the other hand, it's a real triumph because he's playing a character. Well, because you knew him, very similar to who he was personally. He's not at all like Tony Soprano, and he's a much more soft-spoken, mild-mannered kind of guy. And that's the character he plays in this movie. And so I think it's something that fans can really find a lot of joy in.
Yeah.
You know, it's a gift.
Yeah, he's great in it, and you worked with him as well.
I did on The Mexican. He played my pal, and I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful, subtle, gentle performance, and very much like the man himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, see the movie. If you haven't seen it, you really should see it. It's beautiful, and just to see him again too.
Yeah.
It was lovely to see him. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll be back with Julia and Julia. We are back with my co-host Julia Roberts and our guest Julia Louis-Dreyfus. And so Veep, didn't you tell me you shot that out of town somewhere originally?
No, the whole series is shot in Baltimore, Maryland. Wonderful Baltimore.
I told them that today, and nobody believed me. So you're still shooting it there?
Yes, although recently we were in the UK.
Right.
And we were shooting in London. And
How'd that go?
well, it went great. Of course, you know, London is gorgeous. But we did have this one circumstance in which, you know, I play Selena Meyer, the vice president, who's not behind the scenes. You know, she's very vain and not particularly nice. And we had one of the Teamsters there. I don't know if they're called Teamsters in the UK, but anyway, a driver who was driving us, and it was me and Tony Hale in the back seat of this car, and we're shooting it so that I'm going off on this monologue about how much I detest this country. And not this country, their country, the UK. And so, and you know, how they're all so stupid, driving on the left side of the road. I mean, it's a joke, obviously. Everyone's looking at me very seriously. I didn't, you know, it's meant to be funny, of course. But, you know, and they say scones instead of scones, and who do they think they are with these posh accents? They think they're so superior, and it went on and on and on. And I realized, and then they said cut, and I looked, and this driver, who's British, is ashen-faced. And I realized he'd never seen the show and he didn't know what I was doing. And so I was just ragging on his country. And so I said, you know, sir, I just hope you understand that the show is a comedy and I really love it here. I think it's great, and this is not how I feel personally. And he goes, oh well, I'll have to see it sometime, he says. Something, you know, he was completely offended and is definitely not going to be watching Veep when it airs. Yeah.
Somebody should have warned him ahead of time.
Somebody should have, but they didn't, yeah.
Right. Enough Said is in theaters now. Go see it. It really is a beautiful movie. We are back with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, joined by Twitch, who is free to move around the studio. It's time to play one of our favorite games, 5-second rule. Yes, that's the point. We're against each other.
Yeah.
How are you doing? You like games?
I love games, but time crunch type of games like these I do not like, so screw you for inviting me to this one.
But you have 5 seconds. It's not time crunch. It's you have 5 seconds.
5 seconds to you seems like an eternity, does it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's where we
Differ?
Uh-huh.
I see. Well, Twitch is going to read a category.
Yes.
And then we will take turns. You saw Quinn do so well in this.
Yes.
And we have 5 seconds to name 3 things. I'll go first to show you how easy it is. And I don't know the categories. I'm not shown them, so I cannot cheat. Twitch, what are they?
Ellen, name 3 things you yell when you win a game.
I won! Ha-ha! In your face! Loser!
Wow, bonus points. It's 4.
Well, I
said she had
get
time.
carried away. And I still had 1.8 seconds.
Can you apply that to your next one?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Okay, Julia,
Oh,
name
God.
3 things you yell when you lose a game.
Oh, why? That's not fair.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's good. See? 5 seconds. It's a long time.
All right, good.
Okay. Ellen, tell us 3 things you've done in the White House.
I have danced, I have received the Medal of Honor, and I have been carded.
Point 1.
1 second.
Nice. Okay, Julia, name 3 things you yell when watching the news.
Give me a break. Get off the screen. Get out of office.
Ellen, name 3 things you can squeeze.
A butt, lemon, and kiwi.
I object. Am I allowed to object?
Yes,
Your
what are you
Honor?
objecting to? The kiwi?
Yeah, I have a problem with that.
I squoze one this morning because I didn't squeeze it for juice. I tested it to see for the rightness, so I squeezed it. Go on.
Okay, Julia, name 3 things you can stretch.
Pantyhose, bubble gum, and a rubber band.
Oh, boy! You did it! We're tied!
Tied up.
Oh, we are?
It's all tied up.
All right.
All right.
Okay, Ellen, give us 3 other words for butt.
Bouquet, caboose, ass.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Okay, Julia, give us 3 daytime-friendly nicknames for a woman or man's private parts.
Cooch,
They got that differently.
I want to apologize to all of the United States of America.
All right. Go see Downhill. It opens in theaters on Valentine's Day. We'll be right back. Here's a picture of your son, Oliver,
one?
when
Oh, yeah.
he was.
You created a monster.
What happened?
Do you not understand? That was last year. He was like, then we go down to Jamaica, and there's all these cute 13-year-olds. He's 7 in this picture. He's 7 years old. All these cute 13-year-old girls dancing to a reggae band, you know. They're in bikinis and looking kind of sassy, and he's out there in the mix, like running around. I was like, you suddenly have a lot of game. You're 7.
7.
And they're like, hi, what's your name? Like being like a little boy, he goes, my name's Oliver. Sometimes I DJ on Ellen. Never again. He's never gonna see a camera until he's 21.
He's sometimes. That's hilarious. He sometimes DJs. We put him there that one time for 5 minutes.
I thought that was generous of him, though, that he's like sometimes he didn't want to take it too far.
So he's still into DJing.
He likes it. He likes it
As
but
much or no? He's kind of.
They're more into destroying things right now. It's
Who's
just
they?
very well. There's 2 more right behind him. I won't let them come on
you
your
have
show.
5-year-old twins.
I have 5-year-old twins, and they're more about just destroying whatever they can, and they can turn anything into a gun. They'll take a flower and go bend it in half and go. I'm like, it's a flower. We have to take a beautiful thing?
Wow.
Yes. And I brought you a video of them. They were, I was trying to make a very peaceful, loving video to send to one of their old babysitters who is living out of town now. And in the background, John, my littlest twin, I know it doesn't make sense, but he is the littlest twin.
Okay.
He gets away with murder because he's sort of adorable and flopsy hair and has a funny speech impediment. So we let him get away with a lot. We're like, oh, he's so cute. He's not gonna ever do anything wrong. And in this video, you can see, I don't know how I missed it. I mean, it's right there. It's coming right at me, and I don't see it, but I think you'll hear it. We'll see.
Hi, Amelia.
Cute, right?
Cute.
Hi, adorable.
It's Bunny Guppy's birthday.
Okay.
And Daddy's about to show me the face.
Now, wait, why am I not seeing this? Did you hear that? Oh!
What did he have?
Right here, right between the eyes, with whatever sort of Nerf-like, shooting object. Maybe it was a bunch of flowers. And you just got one to come right out and hit me in the face.
They must. Do they bring lizards into the house?
Yeah. Oh, well, they're hoarders by nature. They'll bring anything from that Jamaica trip. They brought. Oh, there they are. Oh God, that's my
cute.
man blanket. That's adorable.
That's adorable.
They brought back some shells from that same trip in Jamaica that they had decorated and were pretty, and they're little shells. And I'm taking them out. And I'm like, God, it smells pretty oceany. And I put some water on, and 2 of them start moving around. They have brought home hermit crabs or sea snail. I mean, it was so. But we can't kill them.
No.
We freed them. Perhaps they met up with your friend.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
No, I'm not good. I'm not good at. I got bit by a snake and I couldn't kill it. I just couldn't find it. Slowed me down.
Where were you?
I was in Florida and I got bit by a snake, and he said, "Did you kill it?" And I'm like, "No, I'm terrified."
Well, then also, it didn't mean to. It was probably protecting itself. What were you doing that it bit you?
My son, we were in the pool.
It all goes back to your son.
I
It's
know.
all-
He needed to go to the bathroom, and we're big believers in the nature pee. So I just grabbed him out of the pool. He's like, Mama, God. I'm like, say no more. Picked him up, ran to the side of the pool and over at the edge. So we're over on the green grass where it was his home was being peed on. You're right. I deserve to be bitten.
Yes.
You nailed that.
If somebody's peeing on you, you're going to bite it.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
I think.
You are so right. You're right.
All right.
I'm not going to let that
All
stand.
right, yeah, I don't. Sorry, I said that. Let's take a break and we'll talk about more things that are going on with your son. We'll be back. That episode of Modern Family airs tonight. And
Yes.
Ed O'Neill was on the show and talking about it. It was all shot, the entire episode was on iPhones and iPads and computers.
Yes.
Which is so creative.
Yes, it was. It was also a little funky. Ed, he is the most untechnologically savvy, so it was perfect for this. I had to be a little more technologically savvy.
Did you?
Well, I was alone they all got to sort of see each other. I
Right.
was alone in like a black sort of room. And I had an earpiece in and everybody was mic'd and I could hear everybody sort of whispering and chit-chatting. Well, most of the time it's fine. There's one scene I have to get kind of emotional. I'm gonna ruin it, guys. But I have to get a little emotional. And so I had to sort of work up a cry, but I didn't want to say it out loud. I didn't want to go like, hey, everyone, shut up, I'm trying to cry. So in my ear, I'm just like, and you can hear everything. You can hear Ty just saying his lines over and over. He may have one line, but he said, well, I want to go to the party. I want to go to the party. I want to over and over. You hear like, where is my lipstick? Who took my lipstick? It was so hard to listen in to everybody just chitter-chattering.
Wow.
And we're nearly on one of them.
Yeah.
I think you.
But really?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't see that. I just have to get back to the snake thing.
Please do.
Because I want you to remember this. When I don't want you, like if the snake or a lizard was in your house for some reason, I
Yes.
don't want you to get mad and I don't want you to do anything to it. Just
Like, no, don't pee on it.
don't do anything. How did you not see that coming?
Literally,
Like-
how did I not see it? There's monitors everywhere.
No. And I circle all the way back to the lizard. I'm like, why would I bring that up again?
Because I know you love animals.
Yes,
I thought you were really
I do.
schooling
I
me.
really was trying to school you. Zebras.
Hanging out backstage,
Yeah, what were you doing?
just hanging out in my zebra suit.
Why? Are you ready to play this game?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's so fun. All you have to do is be totally honest and answer the question and then hit this button.
Okay, honesty.
Don't hit it first and then answer.
Okay, because that seems to be what you would naturally want to do.
No. The sound effects guy just showed up. He,
Is that the sound it's gonna make?
yes, it is.
The ringing sound?
Yeah. You want something different? I can make something different.
No, I just was.
Yeah.
Oh,
there.
that's pleasant.
It's very pleasant. It's gentle. It's like the little bell at a hotel desk or something.
Yes.
We could have done auga. but
That's
we-
I was gonna say it.
Oh,
We're the same person.
We are the same person.
Yeah.
I don't know why I wasn't in Pretty Woman. All right. All right. All right. Okay. What was your favorite job before getting into the business?
I worked at a shoe store. I enjoyed that.
They're changing it up. Who was your first celebrity crush?
Oh, maybe Jimmy McNichol.
Who?
Jimmy McNichol, Christy McNichol's brother. Why am I speaking into the microphone?
Oh, right. We're both known as America's sweetheart. When are
Not
you?
after this.
When are you your sweetest?
When being filmed.
That's a good answer. That's a good one. If you had to be stranded on an island with one of your former co-stars, who would it be? Would it be George Clooney, Brad Pitt, or Tom Hanks, and why?
Hard to say. Well, they each provide unique assets to being stranded. I mean, Tom has done it.
True. And then what does Brad bring to it?
Brad brings more of just an element of companionship and optimism.
George?
Well, you would just, laugh and get super sunburned and just laugh and then die.
Where do you keep your Oscar?
In the parlor.
Can you
Okay, here's
explain
what's
your...
funny about that answer.
Yes, yes. Can you explain your parlor?
It's in a room that has a piano in it that my daughter plays, and we call it the piano room, and I thought that might sound pretentious, so I said, well,
So you thought parlor sounded less pretentious. Okay. Darling, are you in the parlor practicing your piano? You're so down to earth.
Okay.
All right. That's Julia Roberts, everybody. We'll be right back.
Oh my God.
There's just nothing funnier than that.
Well, I'll tell you, maybe for you.
Yeah.
Maybe for you.
Why?
I have to tell you something. I TiVo'd your show yesterday, and then I rewound it. There was a guy in the audience who was doing that dance. Are you aware of this?
Yes.
You're aware of it?
Yes, and it was a coincidence. When I knew that you were coming on today,
Yes?
I felt the same thing. Do we have the clip? Me coming through the audience yesterday, and
What?
here's this guy.
Look.
Oh.
What the hell?
Homage.
But I mean, why is he doing that? I mean, doesn't he know it looks bad?
Well, no, he's doing the Elaine. It was a homage to you. He was paying,
Gosh, that's so nice.
isn't that? I believe that a lot of people do that occasionally in the audience. I don't know if they intend on doing it for your sake or not, but...
Well, I'm going to take it as a compliment.
Yeah, you should. Now, did you crack up doing that? Did you think that...
Well, I mean, if you had told me that people would be doing it, I would never have believed you. No, I got this script. They said she dances badly. I stood in front of the mirror and tried to look like the biggest horse's I could look like.
What were the rejects? Did you come up with other moves?
They weren't as good.
No?
They weren't as good. Believe you me. No.
I don't need to see them?
No, you're not going to see
I'm
them.
not asking. I
know you're not
perhaps
asking.
if you would.
No!
Yeah.
You got to pay me a lot of money to pull that one out again.
How much do you need?
I need about $5 million.
Oh. Wait
No,
a couple of years. The
yeah,
show's
right.
only 2 years old. We can't afford that yet. Now, what a hilarious show, and how, when you look back, you almost didn't take the role. I mean, to think that you almost didn't take it.
Well, imagine, that would have really been a regret if that had happened. But
Yeah.
no, it's not that I didn't almost take it exactly, but what happened was I had this deal to develop my own show at Warner Brothers, and then the deal fell apart. And on the heels of it falling apart, I got these scripts from Larry David, whom I knew from Saturday Night Live, and we were good friends, and he sent me these scripts. And the scripts were a complete cut above, believe you me. They didn't resemble anything in sitcom that you'd ever seen in your life. But the part of Elaine was about this big. And I thought, oh, I don't know, is it the right thing? Should I do my, Anyway, I made the right decision.
Yeah, instead of doing your own show.
Yeah.
Really good decision.
Yeah.
And now people still, I imagine, they're calling you Elaine.
Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, when I gave birth to my one of my two boys, I was in labor, and I was naked. Mm-hmm. And
while giving birth?
Yeah, you got to take your pants off.
Really?
Yeah. And it was getting pretty dire, and this woman walks in and she goes, "Oh my God, Elaine!" And anyway, it was an awkward kind of moment.
Did anyone else look at the woman like that's a crazy thing to do at that time?
My husband sure did. He thought she was nuts, but anyway, it didn't matter. It all worked out fine.
Yeah. Well, was she a nurse at least?
Yes.
She worked there. It wasn't just a woman down the hall coming.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She worked there.
Because people will ask you for autographs or do that at really inappropriate times. I mean, I have never met anyone who hasn't been approached while you're in a bathroom stall. I'm sure it's happened to you.
Please. I've been in a bathroom stall, and somebody in the next stall over asked if I would spare a square, which is a line from Seinfeld. They were sort of like trying to reenact a scene.
Oh. They thought that was funny.
They thought that was
Right.
clever, yeah.
Yeah, well, I get like paper under the door or something, or like people saying, you know, hi, you're talking like, hello. Can you just wait till I'm out? It's just a weird thing to have a conversation.
Yeah, I was at one of these Korean spas downtown, and again, I was sitting there in a spa steam room, and a woman came up and asked me for a picture. And I didn't, you know, again,
Naked?
Yeah,
Sounds like you're naked a lot.
all the time.
So,
all the time.
like, she just thought she'd just step in and hold her camera phone out or something like that?
No, she thought I had a picture on me. Where am I going to get a picture from?
Oh, like she wanted an 8x10.
You bet.
Oh, I thought she wanted to get a picture of you.
No, that she
Yeah.
didn't want to do.
Yeah, no, I think that is something that people think we just can't, because I've been asked also, like there's an 8x10 folder in the car.
Where? Yeah, in the car.
Yeah.
Right.
Next to all of our resumes and books, just in case we end up on the street ever, we'll work for food. We have everything to prove that
Yeah.
we used to work.
Used to work.
Yeah, with our
Right.
8x10s. Now, so for the holiday, I was just saying that yesterday that it's the busiest shopping season ever. Are you into that, or do you hate shopping? Are you?
Well, I am trying to get into it. I'm trying to get it done. I'm doing a lot of regifting, as a matter of fact.
You're proud of that?
I'm very proud. Are you kidding me? I'm an environmentalist. I like, you know, moving it. Recycling presents is a good idea.
Have they been used? It sounds like they have.
No, I was just thinking.
Uh-huh.
And they're not. There are gifts that came that didn't quite work for me, you
Right.
know, and then I pass them along.
Uh-huh.
And I regift them.
Right. And like, for instance, do you have everything all set? You don't have to shop at all?
No, I still have to shop. Are you kidding me? I got a huge. You guys gave away a fabulous thing on this show yesterday, right? This vacuum cleaner.
The Dyson.
Love it.
I have that vacuum cleaner. It's a great vacuum cleaner.
It's so cool looking.
It's not just cool looking. It's a great vacuum cleaner. It doesn't have bags. I could go on and on like an infomercial.
Do you know how to work it?
Yes, I do. Of course.
You do?
I used to sell vacuum cleaners. Not that kind, but I sold Hoovers when I was, you know,
Get
starting.
out of here.
All right.
We'll be back. Which camera are we on? We'll be back after these messages.
We're back with Julie Louis-Dreyfus. I came back. I left because I wanted to get you something, because I had heard that you said that you liked it, so we got you this now.
Oh my God!
How about that?
That is the best piece of news I've had in ages.
There you go.
Wow,
Don't-
thank you.
You're welcome. Don't re-gift it.
I'm not gonna. That's going nowhere. I'm keeping that baby right with me.
Yeah, and I'll show you how to work it. There's all kinds of. I'm serious. I used to sell vacuum cleaners. I like to clean.
I do,
I
too.
love vacuuming. To me, vacuuming is really fun.
No, it's absolutely awesome. It's so satisfying. It's just sucking up the dirt.
So is this. This one's really satisfying because there's no bags and there's no nothing. It's just so easy to do, and it's, well, I'll show you the whole thing.
Yeah. Thanks a million. This is so exciting.
I gave Julia Roberts. We gave her a pram for the baby. Oh yeah. Have we given Julie anything? Well, now we need to.
You want to regift it? Give her this.
I'll give her a vacuum cleaner. We'll give her something, because now I feel bad. But we gave Gwyneth Paltrow. Well, Julie hasn't done the show. That's why. She gets nothing. All right, so.
Julia Roberts didn't do the show?
Not yet. No, she's been pregnant.
Ah, she's got some nerve.
I
Anyway,
know.
go ahead.
Yeah. Who she thinks she is.
I
But
know.
anyway, so.
Some movie star. I
Yeah.
suppose.
Well, I'm busy, pregnant. So Gwyneth did the show, and we gave her a pram, this really great-looking thing for her baby. And we've seen, that's it on the show. She was so happy. It's so, because she lives in
that's so
England, and that
pretty.
would be so British and to have. And,
Yeah.
And so we give it to her, and we've had all these pictures in Us Magazine and People and everything. Not one picture of her pushing that. All these
I'll
other
tell ya.
pictures. So I want a picture of you vacuuming at home, so I know you're going to use this thing.
I don't know how I'm going to get you that picture, but I'll invite all the paparazzi in, and we'll make sure it's taken. I mean, I can vacuum right now for you if you want, but yeah, that'll take some
I
time.
want you to do it at home.
You want me to do it at home? All right, I'll do it at home.
She acted like she was happy on the show too, but then I've never seen it since. So
Okay, I am gonna do this.
get a picture of you vacuuming at home.
Yeah.
In whatever, an apron or whatever you do. Probably naked, which we probably shouldn't have.
Right.
Because who knows,
I
knowing
can
you.
stand behind it in just the right kind of way. Well, anyway, we'll
Okay.
work it out.
Yeah.
I'll get the picture taken. I'll
That's
send
true.
it your
Just
way.
if you position the chords and stuff. Mm-hmm. All right, great. All right, hey, the first 3 seasons of Seinfeld are available on DVD, and everybody in the audience is getting them today. When we come back, the Russian skater Tatiana and Maxim join us. We'll be right back. Thank you so much. Is that where you live, Studio City?
Yeah, right nearby. You guys want to come?
Yeah, let's all go by.
It's a mess, though.
See, I thought you lived, so you're far from the studio. I thought you lived closer to where you shoot.
No, I have to drive very early in the morning to where we shoot. And then driving home, sometimes there's traffic and sometimes I just take the long way.
What does that mean?
That means that I tell them that I'm stuck in traffic, but I'm really winding around on streets because I don't want to get there too fast.
You don't want to go home?
There's homework and like broken stuff and somebody punched somebody and like the rug that you just put down looks like somebody bottle flipped like orange, orangina on it or something. I don't know. It's just always a mess.
They're twins, right? Your boys?
Yeah, I got a 7, 7, and a 9. Are they there?
Yeah.
Look at them.
But they're adorable.
Yeah, they are.
They look like little angels in that picture.
Yeah, well, I know, but that's Christmas and they're getting bribed. There is like, you behave and then, right.
Yeah, for this picture. Let me talk about the picture that I saw in the meeting this morning. This was this weekend?
Yeah, I hope it's, yeah, there they are at a baby rave.
What is that?
It's, well, it's called a color run, and it's like a 5K. Look, they're glowing. Isn't that insane? You take them.
They must love that.
Well, they do. They also have way too much energy, so I decided that I needed to run them down. So I told them to do this color run with me. It's a 5K, and it's at night, and in the day, they do it just with colors, and at night, they do it with colors that glow. And the littlest guy, look, I'm wearing a tutu. I got a wand. Oh, it's pointing to the wrong thing. It's pointing, oh my God, it's pointing. Poor Johnny. It's pointing to Johnny's wand. Sorry, John.
We don't need to see that.
No one does.
No.
I see plenty of it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny's the one who looks like he's in some sort of like Aboriginal face paint or something.
I think we should take that picture down just to save him. Yeah.
You don't want to get sued?
No.
Oh, they're sweet. Oh, that's Oliver. It's hard to keep them straight sometimes.
Now, it's powder? How does that end up on them?
It gets thrown. You're running and you go through these archways of like, it's like a rave, only minus the hard drugs. I'm sure there's some light drugs there, but it does look, and then Johnny would lie down in the powdered areas and like a donut, like roll himself, and then he finally just went, and came out like that because he said he wanted to win most colors.
It sounds like your kids are a whole lot of energy.
They are, and they need to be run down. You have to, I realize, like, watching them, it's a 5K, and then they see the special little water bottles. You know from the bottle flipping, I've seen that you've got it on your show. So they got to stop and catch as many as they can of the water bottles, which I now have to carry, because I won't buy them because it's earth garbage. And do we need to buy earth garbage to flip earth garbage?
No.
Right?
No, we don't. So you collected the earth garbage.
And ran with it.
Yes,
because it was free.
Because that's their, so they will if they're into bottle flipping, how do they know how to do that if you don't have bottles?
No, they'll end up with some bottles, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna go out and buy.
Right.
Like they're like, Mom, Gatorade's got a really flat bottom. And I'm like, I'm not buying you like a 20-pack of Gatorade just so you can dump the Gatorade and then flip the bottles.
It's a very popular sport. Have you tried to do it?
Yeah, I have the record in our house for 1 day.
Wow.
Well, I got up to like 3. And then
That's
they are
impressive.
like, can you cap it? Do you know how to do it?
I just did it once accidentally, and it's...
oh, were you like, and that's it, out? You'll never touch it again?
I just was curious, because do you know what bottle flipping is, everybody? All right, all right,
you're gonna...
So, look, I'm just gonna, I keep trying, and then I'm gonna go get another...
Oh my God, wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
So...
That is exciting, though, when you get it, right?
I mean, the amount of hits that we got on Instagram just from that post, people are fascinated by bottle flipping. It really isn't.
I know, it's really annoying, and it's this constant thump, thump, thump. And then you realize, well, it doesn't have a screen, it doesn't plug in. It's kind of what we always wanted them to do. Like, go play with garbage. And they do.
Wow.
Here, like, go run in traffic, like, go play with, they actually take a piece of garbage and play with it till it breaks. So I can't complain, but I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean go run in traffic? Why would you tell your kids to go run in traffic?
Is that what our parents used to say?
Oh, no.
They were like, come back. Oh, no. They didn't say, that was the subtext. They said, go outside and
Right.
come back for dinner.
Right.
And you're like, where am I supposed to go? Traffic? And they're like, yeah.
There's other places besides traffic when you're going out.
Where?
I don't think that's what people mean when they say go outside.
Go out and play.
Oh,
Go
I
out
see
and
what you
play.
mean. Go in traffic.
Oh, I get it. Got it, Mom.
Yeah.
I'm on to you.
This is the 8th season of Modern Family.
Yes.
And it really, I don't think I've seen a show that I'm disappointed by. That always, it's funny. There's always warm, like heartwarming things at the end of the show.
I know, we are so lucky, and to think that I almost didn't do it.
Really?
Well, I mean, I wanted to desperately, but I was so pregnant with the twins during the audition process, and they would just bring me in and stare at my stomach. I think maybe they legally couldn't say, like, what's that about?
Yeah.
Like, and I think they thought I was so large that I was gonna give birth any minute, and then I could maybe do the show after. But instead, they were just playing it very like, So I thought I'd go home and cry and think I'm never gonna get this, the greatest job in the world. So I took myself out of first place for it. Because there was another job that was auditioning where the lady was pregnant. And I was like, I need a job. I'd like to have the best job, the Modern Family job, but I can't have it, so I'll put myself in the position for that. Then I had to do some scrambling to get the job back. But I mean, when I think of that, that can keep me up in the middle of the night, waking up in the middle of the night, like, oh my God, I almost didn't do it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know what my life would be like right now.
It would be different, but it would be just as good in a different way. So this is really unlikely also with this show, is that everybody genuinely gets along. Like
we do.
It's a great cast and everybody really likes each other.
We genuinely do. Although I got every now and again I get a call or you get an email that says like so and so Trash Mag will be running a story that you, and this week it was, that you are icy to Sofia Vergara, because of her, you were jealous of her fame. So I emailed her last night, and then we talk, and I'm like, what should I say? Because we're friends. I'm like, what should I say? You're funny. She goes, ay, please, just borrow my blouse. So I'm borrowing her blouse.
Is that her blouse?
Ay, please, just borrow my blouse.
Yeah. I don't know how those people stay in business when they just totally fabricate stories. They just make up whatever they want to make up.
Well, you know, it kept one of our candidates up there for a long time. I'm not going to say anything about names, but you don't have to have the truth anymore. You just have to have the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just make up anything.
Just say anything you want to say.
I know. I'm an alien. You're a two-headed cat from outer space. I don't know.
Maybe I am. We're back with Julie Bowen. She's agreed to play Make It Rain for $10,000 for a charity. She needs someone to play with, so Twitch is going to play with you. It's very exciting. Yeah, that's why we did it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Twitch, well, you know how it goes. Go stand over there on your spots. And
I have to win, though. You know I have to win.
Hey, yeah, you can choose whichever side.
I don't care. Okay. I don't care. Oh, boy.
All right.
Oh, boy.
So.
Sorry, Sophia, about the blouse. Oh, it might get a little wet.
So you'll keep your hands behind your back. And if you know the answer, grab the water bottle. These are all kind of based around Modern Family, so they should be pretty easy for you to win.
Shiz it.
What?
That's not fair. I feel like that's...
I don't know
what?
I feel like that's not fair.
Hey, listen to this, you guys. Chideo, which is a part of the charity network, is changing the way cause and entertainment come together. And if you win, they will donate $10,000 to Baby to Baby.
That's right.
All right. So. All right. $10,000 is under one of those umbrellas. The rest of the umbrellas have a whole lot of water. Good luck, everyone. Hands behind your back. On Modern Family, Mitchell is a lawyer and Phil is a real estate agent. Which actress is very, very hard for me to understand?
Did you see that?
I did.
Sofia Vergara.
That's right.
Just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it. Just. Bomb. Yes!
Wow.
All right. All right.
All right.
No, it's
Here we
freaking
go.
awesome.
Okay.
It's amazing. I love charity. Okay.
All right, hands behind your back. The #1 movie over the summer was Finding Dory. Name 2 Modern Family stars that also voice characters in Finding Dory.
You fool. I love you. You're the hottest man on earth, but you don't know Ed O'Neill and Ty Burrell.
That's right.
I feel
You are hotter than
advantage.
Hades.
It's an
I know,
advantage.
you
It's
don't
an
kids.
advantage.
You don't have little kids. You have little kids. Here, I'm coming over. I feel like they probably hid
Wait, why
the
you gotta
money.
do that? No.
Well, you
Wait,
can
no,
move.
you can move out of the way.
Which
You
move?
can move out of the way. You
Yeah,
can move. I got close.
You see?
So that wasn't it.
That's what that one.
And
yeah.
you're
If
welcome.
you wanna-
You're welcome. I saved you that indignity.
All right, here we
Yeah.
go. Most of the cast of Modern Family has appeared on my show. Which cast member have I scared the most?
Eric.
Stone Street?
Stone Street.
Yes.
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 Come on.
Thank you.
Go ahead. I look fantastic. Ah! Okay.
All right.
Gotta
Work it
shake
out.
it
Work
into
it
you,
out.
okay.
Woo!
He just
Yeah.
ripped that thing right off.
Okay.
All right. Cam dressed as a clown on Modern Family. Who did I dress up as for Halloween?
Sia.
Yes.
He's gonna get the money. I just know he is.
Okay. So some of it is warm and some of it's cold.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
right. Some of them have been
Some
around a
of them
little
is- yeah.
longer.
The good news
Uh-huh.
is there's fewer left. There have been 8 seasons of Modern Family, but there are only 4 seasons in a year. What hotel franchise was created by Conrad Hilton?
Hilton Hotels.
That's right.
I thought that was
may be
it.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought that was it.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
I really
there's
did.
just
I
2
was
more,
like,
so
the
that's
one.
good. Julie Bowen is not only a star of Modern Family, she was a star of the movie Happy Gilmore. Who sings the song Happy?
Pharrell Williams.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, this has
No,
to be it.
that's
This is,
it.
look,
It's gotta
I'll
be
pull
it.
I'll pull it with confidence.
But what
Watch.
happens? Is there like a... Oh, my God. Wait. Is there only one left?
Yeah, so you better get this question.
Hands behind your back.
Yeah.
Julie is fluent in Italian and I'm fluent in English. How do you say make it rain in whale?
In what? Oh.
But you were both huge stars, and this was the 60s and 70s, and there must have been some wild parties. I mean, I want to hear, like, what are
You
some
want
of
to
the...
hear only about the good stuff,
I
right?
want to hear, like, what is the wildest thing that happened during, because the 2 of you must have gone to, like, crazy parties in the 60s and 70s.
No, we didn't really. We didn't actually go out an awful lot, Ellen. But when we did, it wasn't too crazy. There was one party that actually was manufactured for the movie 10. And I think my character in 10 had to look through a telescope and see that my boyfriend, Sweet Dudley Moore, was in fact invading a neighbor's house where they were having an orgy. And, and I must say, there was a day when Blake was shooting the orgy, and he said, Julie, you've just got to come on over here. It's an unbelievable sight. So, so I went dashing over, of course I did. And what Blake had done was hire an awful lot of people who really are very at ease doing orgy films, I guess. And I walked in and everybody was stark naked and lying around very happily and casually and treating it totally normally. And there was Sweet Dudley in the middle of it all. And, you know, he wasn't very, very tall. And Blake put him between 2 enormously statuesque ladies. And so he was completely naked. And these 2 ladies were naked, but their bums were up here and little Dudley's was down there. so sweet.
Oh my God. So sweet.
Well, it was more adorable than anything else because Dudley was so adorable.
Yeah. Oh man, that was it. That movie still holds up. I watched it recently. And
Did you?
Yeah,
No.
that really still holds up. Liquor's basically sugar, so if you could have a spoonful of any alcohol, what would it be?
Without a doubt, a really good shot of cognac, I think.
All right. Cognac. What is your favorite curse word and the last time you said it?
What time is it now? Well, about 5 minutes ago. My favorite curse word, God, I got so many. What am I going to do?
It's hard to pick your favorite.
It is hard to pick your favorite. A few of my favorite things, a few of my favorite curse words. Doesn't work, does it?
No.
No. I can't tell you. I mean,
right.
It depends what comes out, when, and how.
Right, okay. Let's say you slammed your finger in a car door.
Well, apart from the absolute screaming noise I'd make, I guess it would be pretty strong.
No. All right, that's not that bad.
No, that's not
No,
bad at
that's
all.
not bad at all. Let's tame.
Yeah.
Do you have a tattoo?
Yes, I have a few.
Really?
Yes.
Where are
Aren't
they?
you just rethinking me completely
Yes.
right now?
You're not who I thought you were, Julia.
Yes.
What are they of and where are they? Let's see 'em.
Well, some things I can tell you the answer to, and some things I'll tell you later.
Okay, tell me what you can now.
I have all my children's names and my husband's initials.
Oh, you didn't want to commit to his name?
Well, you know, actually, it was we were brave or idiotic because it was before we got married.
Oh, that you put your children's names on? If we have kids, I'm going to put...
It's all coming back to me now. How really happy and stupid I feel when I sit here because you're so sharp.
No, tell me about, so you got your husband's initials before you got married, and he got yours? Where are they?
This happened last time,
I know.
too.
I like it. Here. Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, Julia, she gave me these shoes before I came out here, which is one of the reasons I couldn't dance today because they're not easy to dance. They're wooden. They're slippery as can be, and I would have broken my neck. But luckily, we had good dancers.
But here's what's funny.
What?
So I was in my dressing room. And she came out to start the show, and I went, "Oh crap! She already has those shoes."
You really thought that you got
I
me?
was like, "Oh my God! It's impossible!"
No, I hurried up and put stuff on them to try to keep them from slipping, but they're still too slippery. But they're great shoes. Let's say the woman's name because these are cool.
Angie.
Okay.
If I had my glasses on. It's the office of Angela Scott is her stamp. Isn't that cool?
And they're very cool.
And they're handmade and they're gorgeous. And my best friend Paige sent me a pair, and I said, "I'm going to get a pair of these for Ellen before I go on the show."
Isn't that sweet? Thank you so much for doing that.
With your Red Sox.
It would have been like slipping all over the place. Hey, I want to thank you for playing with me when we did well, we didn't do the Oscars. I did it, but
You did all the work.
But
I just sat and laughed and did this for 3 hours.
No, because you actually, I was looking at you and you made me feel so happy because there was a couple.
There we are.
There you are. You jumped up and.
There's proof.
Yep.
We were there.
You were there. I knew because you were sitting behind Meryl, and I knew you would jump up, but I didn't know who else would jump up. I just thought it was going to be the three of us, Meryl and.
And I should have piggybacked Liza because she couldn't get over the top of all of us.
She was trying to climb. She was actually trying to climb, and Kevin Spacey jumped in front of her. So
Nice.
I know. He admitted to it yesterday. Hey, listen.
But you were hilarious on the Oscars, right? I mean,
yeah.
I have to say, I laughed.
Thank you.
I laughed through the whole show.
I was you played with everything that I wanted to do. I looked to you and I knew that you would play with me, and thank you for that. And there was a joke up in the early on that you laughed at that no one else heard, and I just thought, oh, you're my person that I'm going to keep looking at.
No one else heard.
Well, they didn't hear it because they were cheering or something, and you looked, and anyway.
I was paying attention.
You were paying attention. And the pizza guy, what a coincidence that we would actually get a guy from Russia who grew up watching Pretty Woman. You were his favorite movie star of all time, and he's serving pizza to you.
And it was yummy. I think they should always have a snack break at the Oscars now.
Of course they should.
They should.
I just didn't think anybody would really eat it because they were going to be too worried about their clothes. But I was glad that they did. But yeah, that was delicious, right?
Yeah, it
All right.
was.
And you were nominated for August Osage County, which you were brilliant in.
Thank you.
And
That's all I'm worried about.
you won't.
No one in the bathroom? Yep.
What are you scared of? You! What are you talking about? Like. I had to lure her back in. Scaring Julia to eat breakfast. It was a double scare. I got her, and then you came out of the closet and
It was a
scared her.
triple scare because I was so scared by myself in the closet.
Right.
And when I went into the bathroom, after having been here for like 15 minutes, and you're not gonna hide in the bathroom for 15 minutes, but still when I went in there, just had to check everything to make sure.
No, I don't do it when because you'd expect me to do it. I'm not
I know,
gonna,
but now I'll just always expect it,
No.
and that in and of
No,
itself.
just when you forget about it is when I'll get you again. I have
I
to
look
let
forward to that.
I know. You do, don't you? When will it happen?
I don't like to be scared, but Julia was hilarious.
Yeah. It was a fun show, wasn't it?
A tale of two Julias.
Yes, it was.
We did that, didn't we?
We did.
We made a lot of Julia jokes.
We did. We
That's
did.
not easy to say. Whew.
My, I've impressed myself with what I've just said. So we were talking during the break, and you agreed to. Julia agreed to show us her tattoos. So.
I am such a good audience for you, aren't I? I'm the perfect Ellen audience.
Hey, no. While you're here, let's talk about George Clooney. He's your friend, right?
Yes.
And what do you think about this?
I think it is sublime.
Have you met her?
No.
She seems lovely.
She is beautiful and smart,
Right.
and he is happy, and that's what matters to me.
Because, I mean, no one ever thought, and people even close to him.
Why is that funny?
Well,
Because I look so scared to be photographed with George Clooney.
it does seem like you're in the middle of a road and a car is coming.
It does. That was the best picture you could find of me and George. There's only 10 million photographs of us together. Can we dig up another while we look for that Liza picture?
Okay. And while we wait, let's look at the tattoos. Where are they? Tell me a typical day
In George Clooney's life?
Yes, yes. No, let's start with your life.
Okay.
So you have how many? 5 children? How many do you have?
Sometimes it feels like 5.
You have 3. You have
It's
twins?
only 3. I have 3, yes.
Twins and then a child on its own. How old are Arlo?
Seems to be some confusion. Well, actually, Henry, our youngest, who is 6, he says that he and his brother and sister, Hazel and Finn, that they're 3 twins.
So he's not smart.
It's not about intellect, it's about heart.
He's charming.
He feels that they're so close that they're actually, when people talk about that we have twins in our family,
Right.
he thinks that the 3 of them are the twins.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. No.
See?
But
I say it and it returns against me.
well,
He's my child.
He's your child. You should defend him. But I can. No, I think that's because it must be hard for him to hear everybody like talk about twins and give them a lot of attention.
But nobody really says twins. I just fell asleep.
Where
for a
did you
second.
go?
My eyes open.
Do you ever scare them? Do you scare your children?
All right, well, here's the thing. As much as I do not like to be scared, how many moms here have ever scared your child and they are so easily scared, and then you get the fever for it?
Someone here is
Right.
saying yes, she has scared her child.
Right? And I mean, just a couple weeks ago, and I had to stop myself because I realized there's something disturbing or like potentially abusive and long-lasting. But the other week, there was just such a golden opportunity. I was coming down the stairs, and my oldest son was coming down the hall. It's so wrong. This proves absolutely I don't go out enough at all because when he came around, I just jumped down and said, boo. He sprung out his legs and his arms and went out. Honestly, scared the bejesus out of him.
Wait, so
I couldn't stop laughing.
well, of course. The way you describe it, like a cartoon, like his legs and... Yeah. Then you're going to want to do that again. Why not?
You have to stop yourself, though.
Yeah, no.
You have to stop yourself.
Yep.
Because you're the parent.
Yeah.
But you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. Wow, I am just waterworks here.
Yeah. How much drinking do you do alone? Back with Julie Roberts, and we found a better picture of you and George. So let's show you what we found. Okay.
I need to get some new poses.
Okay. So, and also a little later in the show,
Yes.
Edgar, our pizza delivery guy from the.
Is that better?
That's a better look, yeah. Edgar, our pizza delivery guy, is hidden backstage. He does not know Julia is here, and poor guy.
Oh, is he on the phone?
He's on the phone because he's trying to keep himself busy.
Oh, we should have scared him.
Oh no. Well, you can scare him because I'm going to hide you, and he thinks he's just here to give the audience pizza, which he's going to give all of you pizza, but you can scare him. Oh, that would be great. No, you should. You can scare him. Okay, here we go. We're going to play a game of gestures. Our players are Robin Kuklinski and Kim Anderson. Come on down. Hi, Kim Anderson. Where do you live? What do you do?
I'm in Paramount, California. I work for LA County.
Okay, fantastic. And who are
Robin
you?
Kuklinski from Dallas, Texas.
All right, what do you do?
I'm a real estate agent.
Oh, good. I love real estate. Okay, here we go. We're going to play a game, and you're going to start first.
Okay.
And what that means is you stand here, and Kim, why don't you be over here? Kim, right?
Yes.
And you hold this microphone, and you will sit on this chair, and you're going to guess what she can't speak, she can't talk, she has to act things out, and you're going to guess what she's saying. You're going to come over here with me, and we're going to stand over here and watch. And
Okay, so I don't touch anything.
I thought you changed it. I know, but
You
I thought
get everything you want around
she
here.
said it's my show. You go first. But here's the thing. You just be careful because these drop really fast, and you have to get her to guess before it drops. And if you don't grab,
But when you say be careful, like physically careful, I'm
no,
supposed to
all right,
touch
then
it?
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. You sit in that seat. All right, go.
Go. Dancing. Jazz. Tap.
Oh.
That's hard.
Oh, perfume. Oh, hairspray. Whisper. Freezing. Frozen. Cold, shivering.
All right. You're gonna stand over there.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay,
Handcuffs. Brushing your teeth, floss, toothpaste, toothbrush. Getting dressed, bra, panties. Shower, swimming.
She's moving on to another one.
Up and down, jumping, jump rope, hopscotch.
being humiliated on television. I really don't.
I think you were probably right anyway.
Do they all know that we can watch them dance in the back? It's amazing.
They do now.
There's a lady down there.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
Yeah, she wasn't holding back.
And there's a woman up there who, she's got a cane. She was doing a full-on sit dance.
I
She
know.
didn't care. She wasn't out of it.
I know.
I am very impressed. It's an amazing thing to watch.
It really is.
It
Sometimes
is.
it's time to start the show, and I say just a few more minutes. I want to watch them dance.
It's a party back there, and Ashton gave me fashion tips.
I love it.
I mean, it's a good time backstage.
It really
These
is.
are his. We just swapped.
And soon Bruce will be wearing them. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you. Well, I'll give you something to wear next time.
Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
you
I am
should-
a little jealous.
You should have your own.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well.
So yeah, but that is really fun to watch them dance. It's every single day I get to watch them dance before I come out.
It's fantastic.
So and congratulations to you. You've got to be happy. You're a newlywed.
I am a newlywed. Yeah.
And how?
I tried to convince him to sit in the audience because I knew that he would then have to dance, but he wouldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't like to dance?
No. As a matter of fact, at our wedding, he almost refused to dance. Apparently, when we got up to do our dance, I was saying to him, and I think I've blacked this out, sell it. Sell it. He had to sell, you know.
What was the song?
What was the song? Was "Come and Get Your Love" by Redbone.
That's a great song.
You know that song? Yeah, that was our
That's
wedding
a good song to
song.
dance to.
Yeah.
That's not a hard one.
We went with two dance-challenged people. Everything's
Oh,
hard.
really? You don't like to dance either?
Yeah, it was kind of tough.
That's what's great about here. It doesn't matter if you dance well or not. It's just you just move. You hear the
kinda
music.
just, yeah, you
and
shake
it's
your
good.
groove thing.
Now, and how long ago did you get married?
We got married in September, and we went to Costa Rica for our honeymoon. Where
I heard that was beautiful.
Gorgeous. We saved baby turtles, and I brought you a baby turtle. This isn't a real baby turtle.
No, I know.
This
but
is an imitation wooden baby turtle. But you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wait, this is you on your honeymoon?
Yeah.
You get up at 5 in the morning.
You get up at 5 in the morning, and you go to the beach where there's that man. That man with a large machete takes you down to the beach.
Well, that doesn't sound like you're saving them.
And you release these baby turtles into the water, because if you don't help them, all the birds and the dogs will come and eat them.
Oh, so when the eggs hatch, they start crawling towards the water.
They go maybe from like here to that first row of people, and it takes them about a half an hour, because they're just, I mean, this is it, just moving so like a turtle.
Oh, I'd pick them up and I'd throw them in. I'd hurry the process along.
No, it takes a really long time.
Well, probably that's so that they can remember where to come back to and lay eggs again.
Exactly.
It's really incredible.
It is.
That
It's
they
really
did.
cool.
Good for you. And so, how many did you save? Would you say?
Well, you know, they told us we probably released about 40 of them that day, and they said if we hadn't been there and stuff, maybe 2 or 3 would have made it, but all 40 made it.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah.
And how did you know they would hatch at that time? Because
you were there during turtle hatching
so
season.
they hatch every day. Like you had to go on a certain day, or you knew they were going to hatch that day.
No, they're different. You go and one day they're all under buckets, and you lift up a bucket, and oh no, those are still eggs, and then you lift up another bucket, and you go,
the bucket saves them from getting eaten in the first
overnight
place.
in the nighttime. Yeah, but once it's day. You know.
I love turtles.
I know.
With butter. Oh. No, I'm kidding.
With butter.
No. No, I don't even know what that means.
How do you make a turtle with
I don't
butter?
know. That's why I could say it, because it was stupid. No, I love that you did that. Now, this is not what real turtles look like. You open the shell up.
That's actually, it's, I think you're supposed to like put a ring in there, like when you're washing your dishes or something. I don't know. I liked it, and I thought it was
Thank you so
cute.
much. It's beautiful. I appreciate it.
And I
Costa
think
Rica is supposed to be beautiful, and
it's very beautiful. They're very ecologically concerned, and they have a 4 seasons, so it's a little bit of everything.
yeah, because I heard Costa Rica, you can stay in these places where actually monkeys, you can they swing onto your deck and all that.
We stayed in a place like that, actually. It's called La Barrios Eco Lodge, and there's no TV, no air conditioning, no faxes or anything, and but there's monkeys everywhere, and they just drop down and they check you out. Yeah, it's
I would
really
like
cool.
all of that. All right, and are you having fun working on, last time you were here, you were on Ed, now
I'm on John Stamos' show, Jake in Progress.
You enjoy that?
Yes.
But now you're married and you're making out with John?
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, how that works. Sometimes it's just all in a day's work. And, you know, I mean...
But how does your husband feel about that?
There are some days when you come home and you got to shake it off, and he's like, you know, just go take a shower, honestly.
Yeah.
Just take a shower because you got too much John on you right
Yeah.
now. But John, because John, come on, John is. Am I right?
He's a good-looking guy.
And I do actually get to make out with him. I mean, Gossip Magazine, everybody, the whole world wants to know what it's like to make out with John Stamos. And I can tell you, it's, 2 thumbs way up.
Yeah? Good. Well, he said he's having a hard time meeting somebody, so that's a good advertisement.
You know what?
Yeah.
He's a sweetheart, and I love him like a brother. He doesn't know how to date. He does not know how to date. He's clueless.
Yeah.
Literally, this show is like watching it. He just doesn't know what he's doing.
All right. Well, he'll find somebody, especially when you say that he's a good kisser. So,
He's a great kisser.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
Good. All right. That's a good advertisement. Jake, and if you want to see more of John Stamos, Jake in Progress airs Thursdays at 8 on ABC.
Hi. Hi, my friend.
Hi, my friend. Thanks for being here to say goodbye.
Oh,
I know, it's really strange.
it's really strange, Ellen.
Yep.
It's really strange.
Yep.
God almighty.
Well,
I mean,
you know how you've done amazing shows that come to an end, and then you do another amazing show, and
Right.
so there'll be something else.
of course.
Yeah,
Without question.
Yeah.
Without question.
Yeah, but it's just even
It's a
though
big transition.
It's a big transition.
Yeah, right.
So, but you have the record for cursing most on the show out of anyone we've ever had.
Well, let me tell you something. I want to make sure nobody beats that record in these last couple of episodes. So I'm gonna make sure, solidify my position as much as I can during
Okay,
this
so that's
interview.
twice.
Yeah.
All right, that's twice within
That's
the first
twice.
2 minutes, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a lady.
You are a lady. You're a lady. We're neighbors. We live
Yes.
in the same town, and yet our dogs see each other more than we see each other.
With frequency.
Yeah, our dogs are on the beach together every week.
Yeah, that's right. It's incredible, and they're very good friends.
They are good friends, and
Yeah.
ours are the 2 brown ones. Mine is Wally in the middle, and hers is George on the end.
With the little, no, not on the end, in the middle, with the little white.
No, that's mine.
No, it's not.
Oh, well, then mine's on the end. I don't get to see her much. Mine,
hilarious.
but Wally has a little white thing, so I guess George
So
is...
Georgie has one too.
Yeah, and he's larger than Wally, and he's more well-behaved than... I mean, Diana's making him do that, but
Yeah.
does George do that on his own?
Yeah, George likes the camera for the most part.
Really?
George, let me tell you something about George.
All
He's
right.
a total pandemic puppy. We got him during the pandemic.
Yes.
And so he's very used to us being at home, and he's very attached. Which is fantastic until it's time to leave.
Right.
And recently I had to go to New York for something, and so I was in my bathroom and just like getting last minute cosmetics and things together, and I look up and I see, can we show that picture? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just staring at me. He knew what was going on, and then I continue packing, I throw my bags together, I start to go down the stairs, and this is what I see as I'm going, look. He's just waiting. He's waiting, and then, as soon as I left, he had diarrhea, so it's perfect. He's a dream. He actually is a dream. I love him to death.
No, he is a good dog. That's because Diane said he's very well behaved. And,
Yeah.
and that is hard to get a dog during the pandemic because then you do have to at some point leave the house.
Yeah.
And then they get stressed. But
Yeah, but he's adjusted.
that's mine though. You're holding mine there.
No,
right?
I am not.
No,
that is
yours?
absolutely my puppy.
All right.
Yeah.
There's a clip I saw today of. Tell everybody about this clip that we're going to see. Is this something?
Oh, yes.
I think it's important to do.
It's very important to do, and you're going to have some time on your hands.
Uh-huh.
And we live in the same area, and it's been really hot recently.
Yep.
And so what happens in the heat is that snakes come out.
Yep.
Particularly rattlesnakes here in California. And we've seen a few at our place.
You have. Well, you
Yes.
live you have a lot of wilderness around you.
Correct. And so we got a rattlesnake wrangler expert to come and teach us what to do in the event of seeing a rattlesnake. believe it or not, they're very shy animals, but still, I need to know what to do.
So he brought a rattlesnake.
He bought a rattle. He bought a few, yeah.
And watch what you
and watch what I learned how to do.
What you learned.
Yeah.
Drop, gets dropped, that's all fine. If he's in there and you're good, then fine. There you go, commit. There you go. That's great. That's all fantastic.
Okay, honey, there you go.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
You couldn't hurt him like that, right? You couldn't squeeze him?
No, you can put your finger in there, and I mean, that was paramount, of course.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt him. You want to
you just want
move
to
them along.
Yeah.
We're back with my friend Julie Louis-Dreyfus, and what is your favorite, when you think about being on the show, your favorite memory?
Well, I have many favorite memories because I've loved doing this show so many times. I've loved always being on this show. I will say I have a couple. The main one that does come to mind is when Martha Stewart was on the show. Mm-hmm. And Julia Roberts was here.
Right.
And you were here. And we
I was
did.
here?
Yeah, you were here. And we did crafts with Martha Stewart. And I just have to preface this by saying, Martha Stewart hates me.
No, she does not.
Yes, I swear to God she does. I swear, I have tried, this was not the only time I've tried to communicate with Martha Stewart, and you'll see in the clip, she has no time for me.
You know, I have a bone to pick with you because you have this same.
Oops.
Okay.
Look at that.
Nothing's working.
That's not good.
No.
Martha,
I need a
why don't you just text me? You know your Thanksgiving special where you went into the cranberry bogs and stuff?
Yes. Oh, it's such a fun place. Have you ever done that?
Sure, yeah. I watched that special and it ruined my Thanksgiving because you were so brilliant. Everything you did was so perfect, it looked so gorgeous that after my mom and I watched it, we said, you know what? Forget it.
She's doing it. She's doing it.
Okay, never mind.
Trying to learn
Anyway.
Don't turn it on, Martha.
I can think of at least 100 uses for this.
Okay, well, maybe some of them you should keep to yourself. But, yeah.
There was nothing wrong with that.
No, I was just trying to talk to her. It was hard to get a conversation going.
Yeah, because she was focusing on the crafts. That was the most important thing to her.
Sure.
Yeah.
But can I just say one other thing really quick?
Yes.
Well, I was here with Joe Biden and you.
Yes.
And when he was running with Obama for vice president, right? And this was back in 2008, and I had my boys come to set, and anyway, it was really, really, yeah, they're my kids from so long ago. Isn't that
From
nice?
so long, yeah, they're all grown.
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so
Look at that.
that was another great moment that I loved.
I know, that was amazing. My favorite memory, though, is when you were on the lot and you were shooting Old Christina.
Old Christina, yeah.
So, and this is you, I think I was showing you the lot, or you were showing me the lot?
I think you were just enjoying being on the lot.
Oh, let's see what happened. Hey, here I am in front of my brand new offices here on the Warner Brothers lot. This is exciting. There's so much going on here. You know what? You can't throw a stone without hitting somebody in the face. You just throw the stone. Oh, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Sorry, what the was that?
Sorry.
What the was that, Ellen?
Sorry. Yeah. Hi.
Damn it, what the hell? Am I bleeding?
A little bit. Okay.
Well, go yourself.
All right.
That was unbelievable. What the are you thinking?
People are so nice. Let's go meet some neighbors.
Well, good times, good times.
Good time. Well, because you have sworn the most out of any guest that I've had over the 19 years,
Yes.
we got you something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I love that
T-shirt. I love this T-shirt. I'm gonna wear this T-shirt.
I know you will.
I will.
All right.
I'm gonna wear it.
That's your gift.
So much. I just need to tell you one thing.
Okay.
Just to get serious for half a second.
Okay.
I would be remiss without saying that I hope that you know what a great thing it is uh-oh, I'm going to get upset. But what a great thing it is you've done with this show, really, honestly. And I say that because I think, you know, you've been hosting for so long, so beautifully, so elegantly, but really also during very hard times as well, you know, for the country, for the world. You've been hosting this show, and so many people have come to you with such enthusiasm for laughs, for dancing, for your just, I'm going to say, compassionate sensitivity and love of humanity. That's in evidence all the time, and you've done it so perfectly. Your leadership has been incredible, and you've done it as a female gay comedian. You have broken ground for so many people, and I'm particularly sad to see you go for that reason. I really am. I think you are a treasure, and I want to thank you just from me to you, and I'm sure on behalf of everybody else.